So my first impressions of the box wasn't necessarily something of amazement. I just felt like I would have liked it to be more of an experience other than this box, but I did like the Google theme and I like the marble print of the box. They tried a little bit, but it wasn't exciting for me. It was just like, oh, okay, it's here. Yes, Poppy. I'm actually just looking at my hair. Yeah. Want to say hi? Say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Who's that?
Somebody random.
Who's
Got
that?
some lashes. These are actually pretty
Who's
cute.
that?
Some girl. So directly out the box, the hair is a beauty. It's so pretty. The curls look really uniform. I'm feeling it. The ends look great. It doesn't look stringy. I love that. This closure was actually quite weird to me because it's like half like pre-parted, well, a quarter pre-parted and then the rest of it isn't. And I bought a free part closure, I'm pretty sure, so I was kind of alarmed. But it ended up being okay because all I'm going to do is basically just tweak the part that I want, so I wasn't too alarmed. And then the back was kind of weird too because they had this extra piece of lace for no reason. Like, I confused my whole spirit as to why that was there. Yeah, just a general synopsis of everything I'm going to use, and I'm only using these two conditioners together because I don't have enough of either of them to use by itself. So yes, just in case you were wondering. So I know sometimes people purchase hair and they actually just put it on their head. I'm not one of those people. I really like to wash all of that extra factory off of it before I use it. Like, let's not forget this is coming from a factory. So you have to think about the hands that touched it, the boogers that flew out of the person's nose who was sewing your wig down, the body secretions like spit that could have came out their mouth as they were talking to their person who was next door to them. Like, you don't know where this wig has come from, so therefore it is within your best interest to literally wash your hair. But I did notice a factory smell, I will say that. I did also notice that there were, as I washed it, there was no residue coming off of it, because sometimes you may find that there is a residue, and it might not be a large residue. It'll be just like a brown murkiness in the water. So I didn't find any of that, so I love that. But I am happy to report that as I was washing his hair, I was barely getting any type of entanglements. I was barely getting any shedding. It was kind of nice, and that really just allowed me to see just like how much I was dealing with and the quality of the hair. And so far, like with any curly hair, you will get a little bit of a shed because it's curly, but at the end of the day, you don't want it to be buckets of hair just flying out of your wig, because then that's just signs that it's not that a well constructed wig, or it's just really bad hair, honestly. Let me tell you something. When I saw the total hair loss, I was excited. That's what I like to see in curly hair. Let's keep it up. I see. Okay. So being that I do have a TWA, I wanted to basically blow out my hair to get it to its longest length so I can braid it comfortably. I tried the gel down method where you just slick down your entire head and then put the wig on, but I just felt super unsturdy, and I personally just don't like that method. I have a really tender scalp, so even though I do think my sister can catch my hair without having to blow it out, I personally need to blow it out because I have a tender scalp. So anything that's going to alleviate stress from my scalp, I like that method better. So I had to blow it out. Let the record show that shrinkage is a real thing, because look at that. You didn't think I had that much hair on my head. You feel me? Like, Don't sleep on the 4B community, man. Jesus, my arms hurt so much, so I deserve a victory dance after going through hell to to make sure my hair was blown out. So the inspo behind recording this is just to show you guys that just the breakdown process. Because the wig has combs, I like to use, I like to make sure that I have two anchor braids, which is basically two braids going down on each side, and then the rest of it just goes either in the opposite direction or goes going towards the back of my head. And I will also like to note that the wig was kind of huge. I ordered a medium size, but it was like really big for my head. So I was like, okay, let me make sure I actually use these combs, because a lot of times I don't even use the combs. Yo, look at these curls. Crunchy is just not even sexy. It's not even really defined. It's so weird. Like, I don't even understand what's going on here. I mean, I could barely even do this. Like, all of the softness is gone. So I'm gonna put some water and conditioner and then try to remedy the foolishness that is this. And I also have my diffuser now, so I'm able to define the curls. So okay, here's the backstory. So normally when I have curly hair, I like to flip it upside down, put water, maybe a leave-in conditioner, and like some type of mousse, and like basically that will set the curls for the next day. So I tried it with this hair. That was a bust. So now I'm doing water, a curl cream, and I'm basically gonna try to diffuse the curls, because in my brain I'm thinking that it's gonna be a go, it's gonna look so pretty, people love to amp up diffusers, and I'm thinking this hair is just gonna like thrive, right? I was hella wrong. So I recorded the process so you guys can see. I think this hair works best in its natural state. So if you want to do something like what I'm doing, just don't waste your time unless you feel like those results that I got that I'm going to show you is actually something that you desire, then go for it. But I personally don't like this look on this hair. It's kind of tragic, actually. So I like it best in its natural state. So stay tuned for those results. And it was also my first time diffusing hair. So if you guys have any tips or products that you might think will allow me to like do a better job, you know, you can let me know in the comment section, girl. So this is the hair completely dry and diffused, and the curls are clearly shorter because it's curly hair, and it was looking extremely promising to me. But again, I told you I don't like it. I personally just think it looks better in its natural state with some water and like a light leave-in conditioner, if that. So stay tuned. Come on, man. I think I hate this wig. I think I hate this wig. Actually, I hate this wig. I don't like this wig. I don't like this hair. Like, I don't know what hair they give people and what hair they gave me. It ain't the same. So I promptly start having a mental breakdown because I hate the hair. I hate everything about it. I don't like the lack of uniformity in the curls, and that wasn't something that I thought I would receive. I thought I was buying into some uniform curls, so when I diffused it and realized it wasn't, it kind of just took me aback. So if you're expecting uniformity in these curls, don't expect that unless you rock it in its natural state. And I also really didn't want to like wet it down because I was going outside to get COVID tested. So I was just like, come on, man. I really just wanted it to be dry, and like I wanted this to work out, and it didn't work out. So that's where my frustration was, you know, it was just running rapid. What did they give me? Like, this hair don't look nothing like how everybody else hair look. I'm feeling a type of way. And I'm looking in the mirror, I'm looking here. It's just like, I took my time to diffuse. I took my time to diffuse that hair. So this is the day after New Year's, and I kind of like sprayed the hair a little bit, and I kind of just let it like die in terms of the volume, and I still wasn't really happy with the way it was looking. And then I really noticed that maybe my discomfort and my unhappiness really stemmed from it not having a shape. So I decided to then shape it. So this is just the footage of me like basically talking through, but what I'm saying is that I don't like the lack of uniformity. It's not giving what it's supposed to be given. Like, I just, at this point, I'm thinking I bought hair that, I bought some hair and didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like, I also noticed a length difference between one side and the other side. And so it was just like all roads led to me shaping this hair. Like, it was just looking really dreadful. Like, this side is clearly longer than that side. And I'm trying to understand why that is. I just hate it. Okay. So I was extremely unhappy, and I was like, you know what? Let me just shape the hair, because at this point with curly hair, you need to have a shape. Sometimes hair comes, you know, in its regular state, and they kind of just want you to alter it to your preference. So I'm never opposed to cutting hair, which is why sometimes I even get it a longer length. And then I just know that I can cut it down to what I want, even though I want it to still be lengthy. Or I get it in the length that I want, and then just basically shape that and create layers versus like cut the bottom. So I'll leave the bottom the same. But this hair was drastically different. And you can tell as I pull it out that there's just a lot of it's just all types of wrong. So I just shaped it, and then I got excited because it started to look good. So whenever you get here, if you're not really like up to the task, maybe you have a friend that's up to the task, or maybe you just decide to watch a couple videos to figure out how to shape your hair. But with curly hair, you're gonna probably need to shape it 9 times out of 10, which is what I always do. And that's why I learned to do things myself, because it's just so much easier and it's less stressful for me, because those past few days I was definitely not feeling this hair, and after shaping it, I definitely felt it. And you know, feeling it just means that you like what you see. And figuring out the shape that you want can be difficult. So I would suggest you look up like inspo photos of the shape that you want. And then from there, you look up YouTubers, or you tap in people who know how to do hair, or you even go to a professional, you let them cut it for you. Because like, I've messed up hair in the past from, you know, fucking up the shape, or I've cut a lot more hair than I needed to because it was a trial and error thing. But I'm always open to those types of things because I like to do things myself. However, if you're not that type of person, please do not, you know, run to get the scissors, because you will chop and screw your hair. And listen, I'm not the one to tell you to do that. But, you know, with more research and like some patience and doing it layer by layer, you can get it done. But you definitely just have to take your time, and you definitely, if you cannot do this, don't do this. Like, if this is your only wig and you really don't know how to do hair, seek a professional, because like I said, I'm not a professional, but I do a lot of things myself. So I kind of just became a self-taught situation. And when I say take your time, I do mean take your time, because for me, I got faster with time. And I also sped up this video, so you're not seeing the real time and how long it actually takes me. And I actually like to stop and pause and like look at it with fresh eyes, because if I'm doing this in a frantic state or in an angry state, or if I'm rushing, I will not. It's the results vary, bro. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to like, you know, take your time and make this happen in the right way. Okay, so now I'm feeling a lot better about this wig, and I can say I enjoy how it looks right now. And I also know that after wearing this, I basically washed it over, and I realized it just looks so much better in its natural state. So I would recommend that if you do buy this hair, wear it in its natural state, as in literally wash it and then air dry it and then wear it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how much you hate it. Tell me how much you love it. Give me some tips. Be my friend.